Now we're recording. Everybody say hi to Tilly and Junkie.
Oh my gosh, Tilly and Junkie, hi!
Hi, Tilly and Junkie. Hi.
Junkie hopped onto the last episode a little bit too fast, so now I have to feed her again, I guess.
God bless.
God fucking bless America, I guess.
It's not 4th of July anymore, you don't have to say that.
You're right. 4th of July was reserved for killing one person and one person only.
I'd say it's the American way, but usually we kill more people than that.
That's true, yeah, you're right. We could have killed more people if you wanted to.
No, I'll
Hey, if
pass.
Summer disappears, we can just blame someone else.
Yeah, if Summer disappears, oh, womp womp. But,
Womp womp. What are you talking about? Summer's just a really nice guy.
Yeah, he's so sweet and loving.
He's very sweet. Yep.
He's so mean to me.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's probably just a you problem. What did you do to him?
I know that everyone's mean to me, so that doesn't really, count for anything.
Yeah, dumbass. Stupid head.
Damn.
Yeah. Fucking, deal with them apples. Alright. You guys ready?
Ready.
Okie dokie.
Ready.
I have very few plans in my thing, but we're gonna kind of take it easy. Let me find my intro and we can get started. Alrighty. Once upon a time, the perfect heroine, the wise sage, and the false princess find themselves invited to a fanciful ball with golden lights and beautiful mirages. In an attempt to stop Maddock and save Summer, the three met a few new faces and noticed a few familiar faces, even if the heroes did not recognize them just yet. From doctors to roses to a scoundrel of a dragon man, the three heroes end their night saving Maddock and Summer. As they look back, all three can sense that there is something looking back at them. However, it is not something that they should worry about until the morning. As the moon returns to the sky, dimly illuminating their path, something shifts, something changes. The school consumes a soul, not a victim of the force, but something else. And surely, there's nothing else I'm missing, but I can't quite put my finger on it. Anyways, you guys wake up in the morning. I'm gonna say you all feel like shit. You guys got home really, really late last night because the ball was around at 12 a.m. And when you got back, God, not only were a lot of you injured and hurt and tired, but you look at your clock and it's God, I want to say maybe 3, 4 a.m. Which is not great, especially for you, Blair. Which you have a funny thing called chronic fatigue that definitely did not help. And basically, all three of you wake up to Lucilia, your guys' maid for the dorm, setting up your breakfast. And, of course, she knocks out all your doors, waking you guys up. Well, save for you, Adalia, because you sleep on the couch like a weird creature. And she tries to wake you all up. And you guys all of you are so exhausted. God forbid women do anything. Well, luckily for you, Adalia, you're not a woman. You're a thing disguised as a woman, so you'll be fine. But anyways, gosh, let's start with you, Phoebe. You wake up. How are you feeling, buddy?
Actually fucking terrible.
No, I bet.
Blair gets up and she is so out of it, not ready to do anything.
Yeah. Your body feels heavy. You took a good amount of damage, and you were out for a good while before Thiessen got you back up with the help of a healing potion. Mm-hmm. So, that big sucked. That big sucked, but also at the same time, you can't help but feel like you really shouldn't have stayed up that late. Not that you could have helped it, obviously, but you were really tired and you could not stay up or you shouldn't have stayed up that late. And now here you are, your entire body feels like lead. You have some of your little medicine potions that you've been trying to take less and less of, but like just to be able to like get up in the morning, sometimes you have to rely on them, and it's not great. It's super not great. But regardless, you manage. You had bandaged some of your wounds, and the wounds have healed over and closed overnight. So you do have that you have to kind of tend to as well. Darian, how are you feeling in this fine morning?
Well, considering I went to sleep with 5 health points, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Not great.
What are you talking about? You should
I feel like I've been beaten to death and then resurrected with just the barest scrape of someone else's blood.
That is kind of
Just
what happened, though.
To give a bit of a metaphor.
A little bit of a metaphor. I might not be able to keep up with the metaphor, but you know, it's a good metaphor.
It's a good metaphor.
A
It's
good
like,
metaphor.
you know, that's like similar to what I'm
Mhm.
feeling.
Yeah, definitely didn't drain anybody else's blood to try to keep yourself up.
Definitely didn't suck someone off to live.
Yeah, but you know a few things about sucking men off, don't you?
Gotta survive somehow in this world.
Uh-huh.
So, and it was a woman, actually. But I think, yeah, Darian's not doing great. Everything hurts to move, and I think he just, like, lays in bed for a very long moment, just holding the Tamagotchi, and deciding whether it's even worth it to try and get up.
Yeah. Kuchipachi's just vibing. Like, this whole ass little lard is in its nice pixelated form, just moving around. It took a shit while you were asleep.
I'm gonna clean that up for him, I guess.
Or else he's gonna get sick.
Could get sick. I don't want him to get sick. I'm a good mother.
He ate some of your brother. The least you could do is clean up his little poopy.
Yeah, I suppose.
I mean, it's the least you can do. You have to be a responsible mother after all.
Good. So yeah, eventually though, I think, he would, like, push himself to get up and eat some breakfast.
Absolutely.
And kind of take stock of whether or not he needs to immediately limp down to, the nurse's office, or if he's gonna be okay.
Oh, super. Yeah, as you kind of, like, get up, you exit your room, enter the living quarters, you see Adalia there, still on the couch, as Lucilia, your guys' Furbolg maid, tries to, like, wake her up. Adalia, how are you feeling?
Look, she didn't get much damage in that fight. She didn't suffer too much that whole time, but she's still a little bit fight hungover. She still threw a lot of fire around. It's
exhausting.
She's exhausting. She didn't even take off her gold makeup, which is actually part of her face, so like miraculously it's not smudged when she leans over to try and gently move that's not the right name. Move Lucilia's hands away from her.
Yeah. Yes,
but she's not getting up. She's not being nice about it.
Yeah. Darian, you can see Lucilia just trying to nudge Adalia, like, all right, ma'am, you need to get up, at least have some breakfast. You guys have class in an hour or so.
No, I don't want to go to class.
But you have something very special happening today, so I would think you guys
It's
would.
early.
It's your classes, and also, from what I'm aware, the packed animal test, isn't
She gets up.
Yeah. Adalia, you get up. Your face is not great, but you know, you managed to keep it together while this Furbolg maid of y'all's is here, luckily. Idalia, you see Darian. You guys do not see Phoebe out of her room yet.
Lucky.
Lucilia kind of looks around and just goes, "Oh, I've tried to wake her up and she hasn't moved since I've knocked at her door. I don't know if I should go in there. She stopped allowing me in her
No.
room or..."
It's fine, she's dead.
What?
He's not. No.
Should
She's
I
just tired.
should I get the doctor?
Nah,
I could get one of the medical students to help.
we can just like ask if she needs. Hold on. Darian goes over to Phoebe's door. Hey. Knock knock. Are you alive? I know you're alive.
Phoebe sort of like slowly gets up and like slow blinks and is like, "What time is it?"
It is pretty early, like 6 a.m.
It's like 6. We have an hour until class.
Wonderful. Yeah, you guys, go on without me. And then Phoebe immediately lays back down.
You can hear on the other side of the door, Lucilia go, "Oh, Lady Phoebe, I just wanted to let you know, to remind you, the Animal Pact Magic test is today. I know that you 3 were involved in that because of your, well, the activities, it's one of the activities for, well, I guess your detention. If, just a reminder, it happens in the evening, but I would hate for you to miss it, especially with the rumors scattered around about your fiance wanting to do something for you during that test, maybe?"
You what?
Yes, there have been rumors going around that Summer had something planned. I think... And she pauses for a moment. Well... He had plans with, I think, another student who was going to... She kind of like pauses. I don't know what Summer was planning, actually. I just know he was planning something, or at least I thought. I might have misheard, though.
No, knowing Summer, he has something going on.
I was sure he planned something with another student, though, but... and when I think about it, maybe I'm a little wrong. I think I could have misheard.
Well,
He could have switched plans.
When doesn't Summer have plans for something or other?
Yes, he's a very kind man and very interesting and creative like that, isn't he?
Can I look at her to make sure she's not possessed?
She's not possessed at all. She seems genuine in what she just said.
Of course.
Yeah, he sure is.
Sure.
She looks at you both and goes, "I can see you all are still tired. I don't know what you did last night, but maybe next time try not to stay out so late."
Yeah, we didn't intend to.
Of course. Well,
we're hoping it doesn't happen again.
Of course. Well, dinner's on the... not dinner, sorry. Breakfast is on the table ready for you. Feel free to let me know if you need anything else. And she steps out of the room.
Darian turns to Adalia and just goes, I don't want to go to class.
I don't want to go to class either. I might have to, though, because I know Summer's in my first class. Maybe I could see if he lives.
I missed class yesterday. I don't know if they'll let me miss twice, but I might have to go back to the nurse.
Hey, I mean, if you're at the nurse, you don't have to be in class. You know what? Can I go to the nurse with you, actually?
Sure, they're gonna be mad at me because I was just in there yesterday.
It seems like they're always mad over there.
What?
Fair. We can make a trip out of it. We can make it a thing. Phoebe, do you want to go to
Yeah.
the nurse with us?
Phoebe, let's go to the nurse.
We're making a girls' trip out of it.
Phoebe like kind of like sits there is like in her bed is like, a trip? Why?
It sounds more fun than I need to drag my broken body back to that fucking nurse's office.
Oh. Yeah, okay. And like Phoebe like kind of stumbles to get up and she's looking around for her clothes. It's like, yeah, close enough. And she does probably only puts on partial uniform, like not what she should be going out to wear. What options would I have for that, Fresh?
I would say you have like some casual, like very simple dresses, stuff that is like clearly like, oh, not class time, but like a nice kind of like summer outfit or something. Pretty like modest, very, how can I say, like the best way I could describe it is like, oh yeah, of course a fucking manhwa heroine would be wearing something like this shit.
Okay, she puts on like one of those like flowy and like nice little like dresses with not a lot of layers. I would love though to establish the fact that after last fight and her getting healed by Thiessen, the wounds that she had immediately scarred. Can I say that?
Yeah.
Because she got pretty badly hurt the other night, that she still has the scars from it.
Yeah, I'd say sure, absolutely.
Alright, those are completely on display. They look pretty nasty, and she's like putting on her, like stumbling to put on her shoes, checks her hair in the mirror once. It's not looking great. I don't know where they wash their faces, but I think she would like take a rag and like would just wipe her face down, like, yep, close enough. And she gets out looking like she just like got hit by a bus. So she joins, everyone's like, all right, we're going to who?
Nurse's office.
Nurse office.
Okay.
I don't feel great.
None of you look great.
I'm commandeering one of the beds, and I will leave when they kick me out.
You have a bed in your room.
No, she sold it.
Oh yeah, she sold it, you're fucking right. You never fucking got another bed. Yeah. Okay.
No, I didn't. Couch time.
Slay, couch time. Yeah.
Just by the way,
mhm.
she's still in her ball gown. She didn't change out the night before, and she's not changing out now.
It's really like muddy and dirty at the like
Yeah,
the
there's
end of it.
singe marks and shit
Yeah.
all over.
Yeah, there's a lot. It's a little bit torn. You do not look great, bestie.
No, I sure don't, but I am going to the nurse's office.
That's so slay. Yeah, you guys all go to like the infirmary. You do see like a few students who have like gotten out early and are heading to classes or heading to breakfast, and they see you and go, ugh, and they like stay away from you because you guys three look like absolute hell, like full stop besties. You guys look absolutely garbage bad. But anyways, you all three end up at the infirmary, and there is BB who is awake. She's yawning. The little bat nurse kind of moves as she looks around and she sees you, and she takes a double take. Like, she looks away for a moment and looks at you again, a little bit more shocked. She goes, good morning, Lord Darian, Lady Phoebe, Lady Dahlia. Are you three all right?
No.
Oh, and she looks so sad as her ears kind of flatten for a moment, and she goes, what happened? You didn't get in
We
another
went to a
fight.
party.
A party? I don't think a party was happening on school grounds, but all right.
I fell down a flight of stairs on my way back.
Oh my gosh, are you all right?
I also
No.
fell down the same flight of stairs.
Huh?
I pushed them down the stairs and then went to the party.
What? BB is like pale. Even though she's covered in fur, she's pale. As she tugs you guys, and she says, "Okay, I'm going to have you all lay down on the cots here. One of them's preoccupied, but you can have the other 3. Please lay down. I'll get the doctor." Oh dear.
Darian would like to, at the mention of like one of the other beds being filled, try and like see if he can peek and see if he can see who.
Same.
Yeah. For
Nosies.
Yeah, as you guys pass the first one, there is a cot leaning up against the window. And you do see a familiar face of Maddock, who doesn't seem to notice you all yet. But you do notice him as he leans his head against the windowsill. And there is a pigeon there that's just kind of resting on the perch near the window on a tree. And he's just kind of staring at it. He's not saying anything. He's wrapped up. I'm assuming you guys kind of like dropped him off at the infirmary last night before you guys ended up home. So he got wrapped up. He's fine. He doesn't look too bad, surprisingly. But for the most part, he hasn't noticed you, and he has a very distant look in his eye.
I'm gonna wait to talk to him. I think he needs a minute.
Oh, why not?
Because, well, if we're walking by, I don't think he'd appreciate a, "Hey, buddy," and then, like, me walking away.
Hey, remember your girlfriend's fucking dead?
Just thought I'd check in with you, bro. Nice.
Yeah. How's the whole, like, your girlfriend being dead bit doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna wait that until after I'm bandaged.
That is fair. No worries. Yeah. He even if he notices you guys, he doesn't really say anything to y'all. He seems very vacant. But yeah, you 3 end up laying down on the cots. Adalia, it is so nice to lay on an actual bed.
Hell yeah, comfort.
Comfort indeed. And
It's like a nurse cot.
it is. It's not particularly comfortable, but you can lay down on it. On the couch, you kind of have to scrunch up a little bit. So this is sort of maybe a little bit of an upgrade. It's different. It's different. I wouldn't call it an upgrade, but it's different, you know?
You know what? If I can stretch out and take a nap, I am happy.
Yeah, super. Okay, yeah, you, all 3 of you end up kind of like, laying down on the cots and resting. You end up missing, like, y'all's first classes for this, but I think you guys have a generic, you guys have a pretty good excuse of, man, you guys look rough. So as you 3 kind of lay on the cots, BB comes around and is willing to patch up your wounds. She uses a little bit of healing magic here and there, but for the most part, she has you guys like healing like normally. It seems like, again, these medical students tend to not rely on magic if they can help it. So specifically for any kind of like broken bones or lacerations, they tend to try to heal it, but like anything that like bruises and whatnot, they'll try to heal with magic. But for the most part, you guys are getting healed up pretty well. The only issue is, man, it's really awkward being in this room right now. As she looks you all over and she goes, "So, is there anything I can get you? The doctor isn't here just yet, and none of the other medical students are here because most of them are in classes, but one should be coming up soon. So maybe it's the doctor. I think he could probably help you out."
How many medical students? Are there a lot of medical students
Oh,
here?
no, there are not. The thing with a lot of medical students here in this academy is actually a lot of them practice out of field. Well, out of class campus here. They tend to travel, and they'll have a mentor. The doctor right now is one of the few mentors who stays on campus, and then a few other I'm a medical student here, obviously. I'm one of the ones that tend to like work. I'm close to graduating, so there's a lot of experience I need. So yay, I'm working here most of the time. But there are a few medical students that stayed here on campus, but not a lot, honestly.
Do they rotate through here often? I've only ever seen you and the doctor.
Oh, no, not really. Well, And she kind of like pauses for a moment. Well, there is one that kind of stays here. He'll be coming over. No, don't worry. He'll be coming over anyways.
Oh.
Darian, you know who. This is the first time she's mentioned other medical students, though, for a fact.
I'd like to,
Very interesting that they leave.
I kind of, look over to the others and, you guys haven't seen anyone else here, right? You've never seen any other nurses or doctors or students?
Shaking my head.
Okay, I'm not insane for this one. Got it.
She hears you all whispering to one another. Is everything all right? Did I do something wrong?
No, you're fine. I just had a question about the dorm. I needed to ask them.
What?
It's unrelated.
Unrelated? Okay. Well, another student will be probably helping you soon enough. I usually stay here all day just to help with whatever small little thing happens. Because I don't really have a social life outside of this. Anyways, and she kind of perks up and kind of gestures back. If you need me, feel free to, let me know, I guess.
Thank you, BB.
Yeah. I'll come around, check on your wounds, and see how everything is going. For the most part, we should be able to get you all patched up and ready to go before maybe the third classes. I know from what I heard, you all have an animal pact magic test. You guys should be able to come out before then.
Good. That's good. Okay. Thank you.
Of course. And she nods and leaves you three, technically four, all four of you alone together.
Darian
So
is
how...
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was just gonna ask, so how long are we going to stay here?
You guys can leave whenever you want. You're just allowed to stay until the second to last class, or the second class, basically. But for the most part, you guys can go wherever you want. You guys can split from here if you'd like.
Darian's gonna stick around here a bit.
Oh, I wonder why.
My brother.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, my
and
God.
also other reasons.
Other reasons, yeah. Alright, yeah. But what have you, Idalia, Phoebe, what are you guys looking to do?
Idalia's gonna go to class before anyone hears that she was in the nurse's office looking rough.
Okay, sure. Yeah, so you're heading out to class. Maddie, what do you think Phoebe is up to?
I think Maddie needs a
just
second.
walked away.
Oh no! Uh-oh, she's
I'm
not
feeling
feeling well. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh, Raggy. So we'll come back to her. But yeah, Idalia, you can head out to class. And I will say, this cat of mine is so whiny. I'm so sorry. Yeah, so Idalia, you head out to class, and you are trying to make it to etiquette class. Is that correct?
Etiquette class.
What?
So I think I missed etiquette because that was my first class.
Yes, that was your first class. So you're trying to make your second one, which is, I believe, that is tinkering, right?
No, it was like plants and shit.
Apothecary. Yeah. Okay, sure. So you're trying to make it to apothecary?
Yep.
That was the class that you shared with, I believe, Phoebe, correct? and that's the
Yep,
one
Phoebe
Maddox
and
had.
Maddox.
Yeah, well, Maddox not gonna be there, obviously. But
He's
for
too
the
busy
most
pining
part,
to keep his grades up.
yeah, I mean, like, the man doesn't know what happened, but I can't say that he's exactly feeling the best, maybe, you know? So, like, you can forgive him for maybe skipping these classes for once, you know? But for the most part, I know that as you're taking classes, who are the people that you also wanted to meet up with, Adalia? Because I know you had a few on your list.
Right, I don't think any of them were in my classes, though.
They're not. No.
There's Aster. She's going to be there at the pet thing. My new friend, who I promised to visit, but he is in the forest. There's Diana. She's on campus, so I could at least say hi.
She would
something.
be technically, if I am not correct, I have to look at my notes. But she would technically be in the tailoring class.
She absolutely would. I might sneak by it as like an excuse to let them know that their clown boy is in the hospital again.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I would say like breaks between classes, you can get up and you can find her at the tailoring class. She seems to be working pretty diligently. Even on break, she seems to be sewing something together. You can't really tell what. It seems like it's just like patches of like fabric put together right now. But right now she hasn't noticed you yet, but you're standing at the exit of the tailoring class with people coming in and out for breaks. And right now she's just kind of vibing.
Italia, who is standing at the door staring at her, slowly getting closer.
Yeah, you step close to her. Do you address her?
I do think
Or are you like sneaking up on her?
I think I sneak for like halfway, and then I just kind of like, and like, I wanted to warn you that your classmate probably won't be making it today.
She looks up and she immediately lights up as she sees it's you, Adalia, and she goes, "Oh, Lady Adalia! Oh, what can I do for you? You said that one of my classmates was out? Who?"
Yeah, Darian is at the nurse's office again.
Oh,
So he won't be making it.
Darian. Oh no. Yeah, well, of course, that's horrible. What do you do? Did he get in another fight?
No, you won't believe. He broke one of his legs doing a clown stunt.
Oh. Okay. She looks like very like like almost disgusted by that. Okay.
He'll be fine soon.
Of course, he's a man, he'll always be fine. But are you just coming here to tell me about Lord Darian? Or were you just looking to see me? It's been a while.
Well, I kind of was looking for an excuse to come and see you between classes.
Oh, that's so sweet. Oh yes, I adore that. Thank you. Well, I'm fine. She like seems rather flustered. You can tell she's usually like very snarky and flustered with you anyways, but she goes,
Yeah.
"Well, I've been doing quite all right. I'm getting a few things set up for a few classes. The tailoring class was given a new assignment for, well, something special. I'm sure you'll hear about it."
Will I? I'm excited. I never get to hear about your classes.
Oh, well, you just need to ask. Surely I'm more than willing to give it to you. I'm not supposed to talk about this one just yet, but I'm sure when Lord Darian comes back, he'll find out as well, and maybe he can tell you. But for the most part, I think it would be a very exciting meeting. I heard that you, and she kind of like gestures, points at you, you might have to get involved later on.
Oh, really? Well, I'd love to help.
Of course. Well, when you find out, please let me know. I'm willing to help with anything you need.
I promise I'm doing perfectly all right with my classes. They don't require nearly as much hands-on work as you're doing.
Oh, well, you don't need to worry about hands-on work at all, Lady Adalia. Though, And she kind of pauses for a moment. Yay, welcome back, Minnie. I'll get to you soon. She pauses for a moment. She goes, on a different subject, completely unrelated. But have you ever written to my sister Annette, possibly?
Recently? No, we haven't really been writing.
Oh, yes, okay, I just wanted to check and make sure because she hasn't responded to any of my letters. So I was wondering if that was just her or if she was mad at me or something of the sort, but it seems like she's not even writing to you, which is odd. She used to write to you all the time.
No, I don't think she's mad at you at all. I think she's mad at me.
But why then wouldn't she be writing to me then?
I don't know about that one. You don't think she's just kind of hiding away?
She might be. She's a fragile one, despite what she says. It could have just been a simple disagreement maybe one of us had with her, and she's now taking it to heart, but the semester's halfway through. It's been a few months, and usually she calms down by then. I've tried to contact her parents as well, but I haven't heard anything from them either.
We can write to our parents?
Well, of course. I'm
suppose
sure you've written
we
to your
can, I don't
mother a
know.
few times.
No, I've been so wrapped up in all of my classes. You
Oh
don't think
my.
I should write to my mother?
She kind of pauses and winces at that. You might want to. I remember that she used to write to you all the time.
That's the strangest. I haven't gotten any letters.
Huh.
No one's told me I've gotten them, at least.
Oh, that's quite odd. Maybe there's something wrong with the lettering system. Because if your mother's not writing to you and Annette's not writing to us, surely there's something wrong, right?
Are letters delivered just directly to dorms, or is there somewhere I need to find them, actually?
That I don't know for sure. Usually we go to the staff and ask where we can deliver the letters. Now that I think about it, there was another way that messages were carried out, but... I can't seem to remember what, though.
I'm sure if you don't remember, it's not that important.
No, it probably isn't. Nowadays, a lot of messages are carried through the arcane, and basically, for the most part, we usually find a maid or someone to send letters. Before then, I think we used birds, I think so.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yes, but with the use of arcane, we don't need them anymore. But I think that's all. I'm sure it's fine. If I'm honestly, I'm not worried about it. I'm not.
Diana, it's okay if you're worried about your sister.
Well, if she's not going to write to me, or if there's some kind of issue with the mailing system, well, I can only do so much. So right now, I am going to focus, and she kind of holds up her scraps of fabric, this, and when you find out what event we're working on, I would love for you to meet me again so we can talk about it.
All right. I'll ask around. I'll keep an ear out.
All right. She's so excited.
I know. I'm very happy for her.
All right. But yeah, for the most part, that's all she'll say to you. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Other than give my friend a hug and go back to class, nope.
Absolutely. Yeah, no worries. For you, Phoebe, since you're back, I'm not gonna push since you're not feeling too great, but you're allowed to leave the infirmary whenever you want. What would you like to do, hun?
That's fine. I don't feel well, but it's method acting this session.
It is, yeah.
Phoebe will like take a hot minute. She'll probably be the last out of the 3 to get out.
Yeah.
Unless Adalia is staying, but I don't know.
Darian's staying in the infirmary, but
Darian.
Adalia left.
Okay. Well, Phoebe does feel terrible, but I think what she would do is like she would think to herself like, well, there's probably more that I can do for myself back at the dorm than there is for me right now here. So what she would probably do is be like, look over to Darian and be like, I'm leaving, goodbye, and make her way back to the dorm just to sort of like, if possible, take a bath.
Oh yeah,
just, like,
super.
maybe ask for a cup of tea and like just be like, yeah, I can chill for a second.
Yeah, no, super. Yeah, Lucilia helps run a bath for you. So there's no worries about it. She is a little bit concerned that you are skipping classes, but she looks you up and down once and can tell you're like fucking rough, buddy. She's not gonna really judge you for it.
Yes.
But yeah, you get a nice warm bath in. She gets you a cup of tea. You got your little cucumbers on your eyes, you know?
I'm having a nice, relaxing time recovering from the horrors.
Yeah, yes, super. That is kind of one way to describe it. I will say that specifically with you kind of have a few scars that you've developed after your fight with the Cinderella. And when you bathe, it kind of becomes more apparent to you. I don't think Blair had like any serious scars in her past life, did she?
No.
Yeah, so as you're kind of taking this bath on your own, you kind of see that, damn, these scars kind of like go hard.
She's like, fuck yeah. Honestly, it's sort of like reclaiming agency in a way. So she's like, you know what? I'm not bothered by the scars.
That's even better, you know? But yeah, for the most part, you've had like some crazy ass scars. Not anything like on your face or anything too noticeable, but yeah, when you look closer at your body, it is definitely like there have been scars. And you're sure you're not the only one. Like, God, Darian has been through so much shit, so you're sure they've been through something as well. But for the most part, you are kind of relaxing. And was there anything else you wanted to do in your dorm room?
Actually, yes.
Yeah.
I would like to go to where I kept the note that I took last night, as well as the rose, and try and inspect it again.
Yeah, give me an investigation check. So that would be intelligence.
My intelligence.
Mhm.
Okay. My intelligence plus my level, correct?
Yes, indeed.
Okay. Awesome. Okay, please be a decent roll. Please.
Please, 15! You can clearly tell, after dealing with it for so long, you can kind of tell that there is some kind of magic hiding whatever message there is on there. So it's clearly magical. It's very similar to what you've seen with Phoebe's diary.
Oh.
It's not the same as Phoebe's diary, but it's clear that it is very similar magic used to kind of cover up whatever message is here.
Wow, if only there was somebody who knew how to decode that.
That's so crazy. If only.
Phoebe,
Oh well.
If she has pockets, she'll probably pocket and be like, I'll think about it. And like, just leave it alone for now.
Yeah. As for the rose itself, there's anything crazy about the rose.
It's pretty.
Is it pretty?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all you can kind of infer, that clearly there's something to this letter or this page. And then on top of that, there is a rose. It's a pretty rose too. It's slightly wilted now that it's kind of been like, plucked out of the ground, but for the most part it's a normal rose.
Okay, word.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will probably not be doing much in the dorm other than just like having my silly little me time, trying to feel like somewhat better. And I don't know how long you'd want to take for that.
No, yeah. you're kind of just vibing. I will say, you get a knock at your door.
Oh gosh. Okay. We don't have a peephole.
I would say you do. I'll allow you
Alright.
to have a peephole.
I would like to look through it.
You see Solus, the Yuanti guy. The snake
Oh
guy.
lord.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I opened the door for him. Like
Oh.
I probably still look not good.
Yeah.
My hair is soaking wet. I am in clothes, but it's like undergarments type shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You open the door, and he's like, one, shocked that anybody was there at all, and two, shocked you look so fucking bad. I don't think he's ever seen like Phoebe look terrible before. So you open the door to reveal that you're like couch potato mode, basically. And he's like, ugh. You look interesting.
I look like I got hit by a
Carriage.
But yeah. What do you want?
I honestly wasn't expecting anybody to answer. It's in the middle of the second period, and he kind of had like a note out, and he was like, but since you're here, there's no reason for weird and cryptic messages. And like, he unfolds it, and like, you can see like something stupid, like, meet me where the moon meets the dawn or something. And he just crumples it up and throws it away. Since you're here, we can have a reasonable conversation.
Yeah, I would love to chat with you. That was a weird note. Who gave that to you?
Oh, I wrote it.
You wrote it?
Yes.
Oh, it was actually... No, it was still weird.
What?
What's the context?
I wanted to talk to you three specifically, but since you're here, I'm sure you can relay the message to the other two.
Oh. It's not something that we could talk about right now?
Well, we could talk about it right now, yes. I'm
Yeah.
saying you could relay the message to the other two later on.
Okay, yeah, like, I'm okay with relaying that, but is there anything that I can tell you right now? Like, do you need something?
Oh, well, I actually more so was looking for a favor.
Yeah, why not?
It
What is
won't
it?
be for free, obviously. Do this for me and I'll give you a few free services on my end. Any information you want to know about anybody or the mayhaps around the campus, I'll usually know. But after this whole packed animal test, I have heard rumors about what tasks you three will be given next. And you three will be working specifically with one Lazar. And I would like to know more about him.
He's like that weird one freaky nerd guy.
He's a little freak, yes.
Okay, we can agree on something. Yeah, whatever it is, I'm okay with doing it.
All right. The obviously, anything of the information, anything you could give me about this little fucker, would be much appreciated. He's rarely, despite how loud he likes to blabber, he's a rather secretive bunch, and I can't seem to get any sort of information out of him despite how much I pry. So, as you work with him, I would like to know more about what he is working on, more about him, his secrets, anything. The more valuable information you are willing to give me, the more I'm willing to give you in turn, whether you want some blackmail or information or secrets or stuff about the school itself. I could look it up. I can find answers for you. And I'm willing to do that for free if you are willing to give me some interesting information about Lazar in turn.
Yeah, fuck it. I can get you dirt on a little nerd guy.
Of course. And as I said, the offer extends to the other two as well. So if you can let them know, I'd appreciate it. But also, he kind of like puts a finger on his lips. I would also like this to be kept secret amongst us. If anybody finds out that I'm trying to snoop on Lazar, or if you tell anybody, I will find out. And there are secrets that you do not want me to share with the rest of the public.
Right. she kind of like looks at herself as probably like, oh, this is a little scandalous. And it's like, yeah, like I would appreciate that. We'll keep it a secret.
That is very much appreciated. I was hoping just to slip a little covert letter under your door, but of course, this works out too. So, say hi to my sister and whatnot. She's very excited for the packed animal test, though the staff has got her doing all kinds of little errands, so bless her soul, she's stuck cleaning up after pests.
She really cares about those animals though, so maybe she's having a good time.
He kind of makes a face at that. It's not her animals she's cleaning up after.
Oh.
Yes. This staff found some... Well, how to describe... There've been swarms of these little, birds going around. There's just too many, and now they asked her to clean up.
Oh, yeah.
So,
That is rough.
So, now, we're getting rid of all those pigeons going around, and she is stuck because she knows animals very well and knows how to communicate with them. She's stuck having to play cleanup so the rest of the staff doesn't have to.
Yikes. I see why that's rough now. Okay, well, is there anything else I can do for you?
Nope, that's all I need from you three.
Wonderful. Pleasure doing a business with you.
Pleasure doing business with you. And he, like, tips an invisible cap before he walks out.
She kind of, like, her jaw kind of, like, clicks as though, like, her, like, she's, like, looking a little judgmental at him before she shuts the door. It's
Absolutely.
Like, what the fuck?
What the fuck is going on here? Yeah. For the most part, you settle back. Despite that weird conversation you just had, you kind of settle back in and relax. And if there's not anything else you would like to do, Darian, I would like to come back to you.
I want to wait because I don't know how long you want to pace things out, but I like I DM'd you, there's still stuff that I want to do before the
Yes,
magic
yeah,
thing.
but I'm kind of doing like one thing at a time with everybody.
Oh, I didn't know how you're pacing it. Like, if I have to do that now, I will.
No, not now.
Okay, smiles.
Yeah. But Darian, I'm coming back to you. Yeah, so you have been in this infirmary, just kind of resting it. Second period has passed now, or like it's passing now. Your second class has started, and you have not gone for good reason. But what would you like to do?
So I assume no other medical staff have come in.
Not yet, no.
All right. Shit, I'm gonna try and talk to Maddox.
Absolutely. You get up, your little aching bones, they hurt and they ache in their bones, so they're not great.
Hey, they're still bones. That's an improvement over last time.
Yeah, sure.
They aren't soup this time.
They aren't soup this time, that is for sure. Yeah, but you get up and you hurt a little bit, but with the help of BB and her medical expertise, you managed to kind of keep yourself together pretty well. And I'm assuming you're approaching Maddox?
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
kind of like limp over. Is there like a chair near his cot?
Yeah, there is.
I'm taking that.
Yeah, you just take the chair and you can't really lift it up because you're so weak, so you just drag it around the floor and it goes, you know?
Oh, it just keeps getting worse.
Yeah, so you're just dragging it across the floor. And Maddox, who has not noticed you before, has now noticed you. And he is silently watching you pull up and drag this chair across the floor. And like this man, through his mask, has given you this dead ass stare the entire time. As again, you're slowly dragging this chair to him. And then you stop and you sit down on it. And he just goes, "What is wrong with you?"
You're gonna have to be more specific, Maddox.
He kind of just looks you up and down. No, I think you know.
I can assure you I don't. There's a lot going on.
And he just kind of looks out the window again, not really paying attention to you.
How are you feeling?
Fine.
That's good.
Hmm.
Do you remember what happened?
Yeah, I remember going berserk, grabbing Lord Summer, sorry, and, you having to beat the shit out of me to fucking get me better.
Ideal method. Yeah, really wish there were ways that we could have gotten around that.
Yeah,
Tried my best there.
I'm sure you did.
But you're okay now. That's a good thing.
He pauses, and I'm gonna play something a little bit sadder.
Oh
Oh
boy.
my god.
We're playing the sad music now. He sighs and he goes, I don't feel better.
I suppose you wouldn't know.
No. And there's parts that are blurry, and I can't exactly put everything together. But I can't put my finger on it, but I know you saved me. You and your friends saved me, and I could have been lost in the forest and everything it promised me, and I should be grateful. And he looks at you. But I look at you, and I'm angry.
I suppose I can't just say that's normal.
No. And I don't know why, but I don't know what happened. At least everything's a little bit of a blur. It felt really nice for a moment, and then it didn't feel nice anymore, and something happened, and I don't know. I'm trying to remember something really important, and I can't, and I look at you and I'm so angry.
Just glad you're alive to hate me.
I don't know why, but I don't feel glad to be alive at all.
I know.
I feel like there was something important missing there. And every time I try to remember, it hurts. But all I know is that whatever you did, I can't forgive you.
Darian looks at him for a long moment. And with the most hollow look behind the mask, just says, I don't expect you to ever forgive me, Maddox.
Yeah. I think whatever happened back there, I don't think I am going to forgive you. And I don't know. With everything, I don't think I'm going to forgive you, or Lady Adalia, or Lady Phoebe. And even though I was the one that took Lord Summer, I don't think I could ever forgive him either.
None of it wasn't any of them.
No.
The way you're feeling is my fault.
No, there was something else, and for whatever reason, it's not just you.
What?
It's something else, and I'm angry about it, and I don't know why.
more than just her?
Who?
If you... I know you hate all of us and you can never forgive all of us, but if anything else does come to mind, if you can remember anything about why this happened or how it happened, just tell us if you can.
He thinks for a moment, and you can tell he's really trying. And he says, one night, something came to me, and it promised everything I could have ever imagined. And at first I didn't take it, but then it whispered secrets to me. I can't tell what it was exactly, but it wasn't just the sweet promises, but something else, and that I can't remember what else it told me, but I felt it, and I desperately wanted it, and I don't know.
I see.
I honestly do wish I could tell you more. And he looks out the window, and once again you see a pigeon still at the tree, just kind of resting. And he stares at it for a very long time, and he goes, but there's something missing in there. I don't know what talked to me or when, really. Could have been months before, or maybe just a few days. But something talked to me, and it whispered something to me, and it gave me all of these sweet promises and lies, and I didn't believe it at first, and then it said something very important to me. And I think that's when I caved.
And it just came to you?
Yeah.
Just like a voice in your dreams or just in your head?
Sometimes I think it was a dream, and other times I think I was awake and it came to me. I can't really tell anymore. And it's hard to say if it is one or the other, but yeah. He kind of looks at you and he goes, I feel like there's more. I don't know. I wish there was. Yeah.
Have you ever gone in the forest?
No. Well, I mean, I remember you dragging me out of the forest. But I never felt like I actually went in. But then I think about it, and maybe I had.
I've seen you in there a few times.
Have you?
During the whole mess.
Whole mess. I don't know, maybe I had. It's all a blur, and I don't know, things meld together and I'm missing bits and parts, and he gestures to himself bandaged up, and everything hurts, so clearly something happened. And I know everybody knows the forest is haunted, so, well, I'm sure the forest did something to me. I just can't tell what.
I wish I could tell you.
I wish there was more you could tell me. I feel like there's something you know that I don't.
There is.
And what is it?
Matic, if you can't remember, I don't know if...
What is it? What? If I can't remember and you can, why do you get to remember? Why do you know what happened to me and I don't get to?
I don't know. There's a lot of things going on lately that I just get to have happen, and I don't know why.
Well, that's rather selfish of you.
Trust me, if I could give it away, I could.
He kind of scoffs at that as, once again, he looks out the window. You always tried to pretend you were more important than you were. See, that hasn't changed.
It's all I got.
Yeah, well.
Have I been different lately, Matic?
Yeah, you have. You used to be... Well... We actually didn't talk a lot. We never really talked at all, really. I don't know. I don't know what changed you. Maybe it was that stupid jester class.
It's part of it.
Yeah. Well, regardless, something happened. You have changed. And at first I think maybe I would have preferred it. For a moment I thought I did. And then something happened in that forest. And now I just can't forgive you. I feel like the old you would have done something different and I would have felt better.
That seems to shake Darian a bit. Just the realization to Cam that Darian probably wouldn't have, cared as much to get rid of his brother. There is a chance that Darian as a person would not have minded. That definitely shakes Cam a bit.
Yeah.
Well, I've felt like a very different person lately.
I don't know if that's better.
Probably not.
If our parents knew how you're acting now, I don't know what they'd do.
Well, I've already been told to stop using the family name.
That was a letter sent by me.
Yeah, I could tell by,
Yeah.
big letters saying, "Go die," in the back. That's,
My parents
your
actually
handwriting.
haven't written to us in a while.
Not to you, either?
No. And neither has our sister, but that's expected.
Our sister, you mentioned her before. Where is she?
You think I'd be here if I knew?
I don't remember her, Matt.
Yeah, well... You don't really need to remember much about her anyways. She left anyways, so chances are you forgetting her is probably what you wanted. So he kind of shrugs at that. And she left us with our parents and with that ungodly expectation that she started. And now here we are, and you're here, and I'm here, and I'm back to square one. I don't know what I thought earlier, thinking I could just live my life how I wanted to.
It can get better than this.
No, it can't. He kind of looks at you, and he's actually really mad about that. I don't know what you're on about, Darian. But you may have made your choices, but I still made mine. And regardless of what happened in that forest and what I don't remember, it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, everything I tried was in vain. So I am just back to square one, and I'm just going to continue doing whatever the fuck I was doing before.
I see.
He doesn't seem to care for your response as he looks back, and you both see that the pigeon is no longer there, and you can see him grimace for a moment before his brows lax, and he just almost gives up, and he looks at you and he goes, I don't want to see you for a while, Darian.
I understand.
Through title alone, we will be brothers. But every time I see you, I feel like I'm looking at a stranger, and I think deep down, you know that's true.
I know, Maddox. And I'm sorry. I thought I could do better this time.
Do better? Do better than what? There's nothing to do better about. I'm just tired, Darian. So I'm just gonna go back to sleep.
I'll give you your space.
Yeah. And he just doesn't look back at you.
Darian gets up from the chair, and instead of going back to his cot, I think he just, even though he's still kind of like achy and in pain, just leaves. He doesn't go far, but he steps out of the nurse's office. I think just takes a couple steps down the hallway and like leans against the wall and just slowly lets himself slide to the floor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You do so, and BB let you, but she clearly was not happy about it. You see her kind of run off for a moment to get somebody else. And you stay there for a while until you hear someone walking towards you, as you hear a very familiar voice, and you hear Kane go, I don't think patients are allowed to be sitting on the floor like that.
Darren's far too tired and just drained to even be shocked. There's definitely like oh Jesus, but it's
Jesus.
There's not like enough energy to have a reaction. So I think he just kind of like tilts his head back to look up at Kane.
Mm-hmm.
Since when have you been here?
I just went on a stroll.
I've been at this school for weeks. Months, even. I have never seen you here. How long are your strolls?
Quite a while, if you do ask me. I do like taking long strolls.
Fascinating. Would you mind taking one and leaving me for a moment?
He looks you up and down as you are crumpled on the floor, and he goes, well, sure, but in a moment. And he kind of like steps in front of you and crouches down, looking down at you as he goes, so, how'd it go? You didn't die, it seems.
Barely.
Barely.
I might have for a moment.
I told you to not die on me this time.
No, it wasn't exactly my choice.
Can you try not dying next time?
I tried that before. It's not my choice.
Well, regardless, I can definitely smell it on you, but I will save those kinds of insults for later. Right
How
now.
kind.
Right now, I am more, well, focused on. He gestures back to the infirmary and then gestures to you. And he goes, I've never seen someone come back from the forest before. Not like that, at least.
We could only bring one.
One? There were two?
You don't remember either?
He kind of like confused by that goes, well, there was Maddock and there was Summer. The Lord Summer. You brought him back.
No, that Summer doesn't count.
Oh.
He wasn't part of it.
Well, he was kidnapped, wasn't he? So those are the two you're
yeah,
talking
but-
about.
No, there was someone else, and
Who?
she's gone now, and nobody remembers her, so I don't know how much it matters.
Who? He's kind of genuinely curious at that.
Martha.
He pauses for a moment and thinks, there was never a Martha at this school.
See, exactly, that's what I mean.
Oh. Well, maybe it was the forest playing a trick on you.
No, it feels different.
Well, I can't say for sure, but regardless, right now well, it seems that maybe, well, the forest is a complicated subject.
I'll say.
Yeah, so I think right now, whoever you're thinking about, try not to worry about it. Right now, whatever's been done has been done. I will be taking over BB's shift soon, so I'll try to look after your brother, try to make sure that he's okay. He seems to be recovering well, despite everything. Again, I've
Good.
never seen anybody, well, escape the clutches of the forest before.
He's a strong kid. He's tough. He'll be okay, I think. Not mentally or emotionally, but physically, he's a tough kid.
Well, what about you? Will you be okay?
I don't think I have been since I came here.
Ain't that the truth? There's always been something wrong with this crazy, crazy little, school of ours. Well, regardless, he kind of gets up again. If you need anything, I'll be in the infirmary unless I feel like taking another stroll around. It seems like you have enough to do. I've heard from a little birdie that, from what I'm aware, I think one of the professors is looking for you. The clown professor, the little rabbit man. Whom?
Professor Jingles.
That one! The funny one, yes. The one that talks about his wife. Yes, that one. He wanted to talk about you. He seemed rather nervous.
Oh, I missed class yesterday because I was in the infirmary and I never managed to get back and apologize. I'm sure if I've missed this morning, he's
Worried? That
Really
could be
worried.
it. He seemed rather nervous about something, so I think that might be it.
nervous. I
Yes.
don't really usually see him.
I have my own theories. He kind of smiles at that, but I will save that for you. You'll find out soon enough.
That doesn't That really doesn't. You need to work on your bedside manner, I think. That doesn't comfort me in the slightest.
I don't think there's any way to comfort you as he gestures to you curled up in a ball.
This is what I'm talking about. You could be nicer. Just because it's the truth doesn't mean
And you can
have
try
to say
not
it.
dying next time. Look at us. Anyways, I'm going to step back out. You continue to sit there and do as you please, but at the end of the day, second period's gonna end, lunch is going to start. So people are going to see you like that, so whether you go back to your dorm or go to your next classes is up to you. I don't think you're welcome back in the infirmary because I just heard that your brother does not want to see you, so...
He does not know.
So maybe come back around there sometime. And he waves and leaves.
I think Darian, sits there for a while, but being reminded that people will in fact be in the halls once lunch starts. Sure, they've seen him at worse points. They've seen him in a little jester's outfit. At least he's wearing, normal clothes.
He is, yeah.
Down. But god damn it, this really isn't the image that he wants to keep going.
No.
So, eventually he does kind of, push himself to his feet and decide, you know what? Lunch doesn't sound that bad. Then
Alright.
maybe later he'll meet up with Jingles. But
Absolutely. Yeah. You leave for Jingles or leave for lunch, I guess. And as lunch period starts, Veggie, we are coming back to you with Adalia. Let's put something normal on.
Push to talk. Hi, it's me,
Hi,
Adalia.
It's you, Adalia. Yes, hello. But yeah, let's put back on some nice music. Unless you decide to do something sad as well. So, your first class is over now. Or not your first class, your second class is over. Lunch has started, and you are free to do whatever you'd like.
Lunchtime. You know what? I think I'm gonna follow up on what my good friend told me about already. I'm going back to the dorm. I'm gonna ask where I can find my, letters that I might have missed.
What do you mean?
Well, Diana mentioned that it's weird that my mom's not writing to me. I did ask, where can I check if I'm missing letters? So mostly I'm just going to go ask Lucilia if I've missed anything.
Yeah, Lucilia just... Nope, no letters.
You know what? Maybe that's for the best.
Yeah. I will say, I'm assuming, Phoebe has not left the dorm yet or is about to, though.
I'm having lunch in the dorm, but then I'm leaving.
Okay, yeah. So around lunchtime, Adalia, you do see Phoebe eating. It looks like she has not left for class at all.
Hey, Phoebe, you doing better?
She, looks over at you, and it does look like she physically seems better because she just took a nice long bath. Looks clean, doesn't look like too much like a wreck, but incredibly deflated. There's no volume in her hair. She's still in comfortable thinly layered clothes, and she's as good as it's going to get. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing completely fine. I was just stopping by to see if I had any letters or anything. You know what? Why don't I just eat lunch while I'm here?
Letters? Well, we did kind of get a letter message today.
Well, what do you mean?
Phoebe Blair kind of stares out and not even making eye contact with you. She doesn't even realize that she looks weird. It's Solus came by and asked us for a favor. I think it was he wanted us to do some look for information.
Okay, so I'm not gonna push you because you're clearly not doing great. But do you know what what it was about, what he was asking us for specifically.
He gives you like she kind of like gives you like an open mouth stare for a second. It's like something's about to happen, and like he will do it. Not well. He'll do it for free, as long. Well, no. He'll. It's like we do something for him, and then he does something for us, and we just have to. I think stalk somebody.
Great. I'm gonna take a guess. Did he actually come and ask us to look for information about Lazar?
Yeah, that's the guy, and like she's like immediately kind of like she's back to Earth now.
That's interesting. I was about to go and seek that guy out myself.
Oh,
That's
wait.
interesting timing.
You know him?
No. I look around. Is Solus still here?
No.
He fucked off.
His sister actually told me that he was looking for information on this guy.
Oh. I don't really know why he wants it. Like, he's kind of... The guy's just kind of annoying, but I don't really know what kind of information he would have that he would want. He's just kind of a nerd.
I think she said something about a project he was doing.
She, like, slow blinks. Like, I don't know why it'd be that important, but... I mean, I told him that I would do it. Like... We're all asked to stalk Lazar, but like, you don't have to. He was just asking if all three of us could.
I mean, hey, let's maybe split up the task. A couple of us will stalk Lazar. One or two of us will not stalk Lazar, just so he doesn't get suspicious.
I mean, yeah, I can turn invisible. That should full stop. She does not continue the sentence.
Yeah, we can use invisibility.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah, hey, Phoebe, do you plan on getting more rest today? I think you should get more rest today.
I might be here for a little bit, but I'm supposed to show up to the pet stuff tonight.
You know what? Why don't you take it easy at the pet stuff tonight?
I'll think about it. There's no thoughts.
No thoughts, head empty.
Not a single thing. Yeah, I don't know how much Aster expects of all of us. You might get away with it.
I'll ham it up.
You know what? I want to see that, actually.
That's great. I'll go then.
Wait. Just make sure you rest before then, okay? I don't want you to get run over by a critter and die today.
What kind of critter could run me over? I accidentally almost told Lazar what a bus was. No, full stop. That's where the sentence ends.
You mean a Solus?
I like to think that she just got the name wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't been that sneaky about the knowledge from before all this. I'm sure it's fine.
I'm really surprised nobody's, like, clocked us on it. There's been some close calls.
I don't know, it's pretty easy to just pretend that they're the weird ones for asking.
Oh. And yeah, I never really thought about it like that.
Yeah. It's easy.
Yeah, just gaslight everyone else.
Just gaslight everyone.
What a wonderful idea. I'm good. yeah.
Yeah. That being said, separately out of character, do you two know what you're going to do
I'm
during
leaving.
this? Yeah. Are you gonna tell Idalia where you're going, or are you just leaving?
I'm gonna tell her I'm taking a nice little walk to get vitamins and supplements.
Vitamins and
I-
supplements.
Yeah, the good
I might
sun is
go
gonna
on that walk with you because, God, you're in a state.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys are both going on for a walk, whether you like it or not.
Yep. Yep.
Super amazing. Not Idalia. Blair, how you feeling on that?
She was not actually going on a casual stroll. She was going straight to the forest.
Yeah. I think, to be fair, Idalia, you've done enough of I'm going to a casual stroll and proceeds not to go anywhere except the forest.
I mean, good news. I have someone I need to visit over there.
Dally is my handler right now.
Your little guidance counselor here.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, super. So I'm assuming you guys are just gonna go to the forest together then?
Yes.
I like the thought that, like, so you two end up,
Girls trip.
like, going, oh, I'm leaving, and then the other one goes, oh, I'm leaving too, and you both exit the dorm, you both go down the hall, you both go down the stairs, and you both get out of the dorms, and you both walk towards the forest without knowing the other one was going to the forest.
Right.
Yeah, super. But fun enough, you both end up at the edge of the forest. Let's play something else.
Oh boy.
Yeah, or it's just your typical, like, stuff things. Well, this will work, I think. No, it's not that one. Well, hold on. I need to find a better, like, not too crazy, but not too... Sure, we'll take this. Yeah. Okay. You guys end up at the edge of the forest once more, and you two look at each other, realizing, oh shit, we're both going into the forest, aren't we?
You have business here?
Yeah, I maybe sort of made a promise last night to come back.
Well, I'll protect you, and we can go in the forest together.
I mean, okay, well, wait. I answered the question. What are you doing here?
I wanted to investigate. And look around.
Alright. You investigate. I will watch out while you're checking, I guess.
Well, don't you have to go talk to somebody?
I do. We can take turns with our business and watching out for each other.
I can just, like, investigate while we walk, and I help you go find somebody.
Alright. We can do that.
Yes. That sounds like a plan.
Alright, so you both are stepping in the forest together?
Yeah.
So, out of character, what do you two have in mind for going into the forest? What are you guys looking for?
I'm looking for, like, sort of, like, clues that I can use for my stupid little conspiracy board of, like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh, super. Alright, Veggie, what are you looking for specifically?
So I'm specifically looking for the guy that I danced with the other night who was like, I'm so sad that you never come to visit me. Now I'm lonely.
Uh-huh.
I'm not expecting him to show up because usually forest visits are I stare into the forest and no one shows up. So like,
Yeah.
this
So you're
is
just
kind
here
of a courtesy.
You're here for vibes. You're here for
We're
vibes.
vibing.
Yeah, super.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Awesome. You both walk into the forest, and for a moment, like, you watch as the brightness, the sun, you guys are going in the middle of the day. I would say it's like 2 p.m. So bright ass in the middle of the day. But as you enter into the forest, as you go deeper and deeper, the trees are so thick and so tall that they seem to cover and block out the sun. And while you do see spots of sunlight here and there, for the most part, it gets dark pretty fast. Not too dark as in it's nighttime, but it is pretty dark in here. As you guys go in, you look around, and there doesn't seem to be anything of interest at first. And I'm going to change the music. There doesn't seem to be anything of interest at first. And then, Idalia, Phoebe, or should I say, sorry, Lucia and Blair. You guys come onto a clearing, or you see a clearing opening up from the distance. And then, Blair, you hear something familiar. And to be fair, you've heard this a lot here in campus. They have these around all over. However, there's something in your mind that feels very specific and very, very nostalgic, as you can hear the neighs of a horse. Several horses, actually.
Blair sort of like blinks and like looks around, and does it sound like a normal horse, or is there any indicator that this is like something that she could recognize?
Nope, just normal horses.
She's gonna look around and see if there are horses around.
You don't see anything at the moment, but you can tell it's coming from the clearing.
Oh, she's gonna like straight up walk towards it. Like she's too tired to like second guess herself. Like, oops, let's go look at the horses.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, super. Idalia or Lucia. Basically, you hear these horses and you don't really think much of it, but you do see that Blair seems suddenly like very keen on finding out where these horses come from. And you both walk towards the clearing, and unlike a ball or a forest, you actually see stables, and you can see piles of hay, and you can see a ranch, actually. Not a big one, mind you, but there's a few stables and some horses wandering around. Blair, you recognize these horses.
What?
What was the name of your favorite horse?
Oh fuck. Oh gosh. I have one in my head. Let's just say that I can't remember them right now anymore. Let's go with Marble.
Marble. Okay.
Yeah.
You see Marble there. The horse, I'm going to say, I don't know horse breeds, so let's just say it's like generically white with some black and brown marbling. That seems to be grazing on the forest around. It notices you, and then it looks at you. You look at it, Blair, and then it brings its head back down to continue eating until you hear a sharp whistle, as if something is calling for you, and all the horses perk their ears up and begin to move towards the stable.
She does like a double take, looks over to that Dahlia, and is like, "Are you seeing this?"
I don't know how they got horses in the stable in the middle of the woods. I don't
No.
think we're supposed to be here.
No, she starts like walking towards the fire, like, no, this is not. This is not from here. Like it's not. I know these horses. Like she just kind of like starts like speed walking over.
Yeah.
Wait, were the horses? Wait, hold on. Don't you were going too fast. Are the horses like a Blair thing, or?
Remember how? I don't know if you remember. I saw my cat like a month ago in the maze. Like he was here, and now why are the horses here? Like, Peter! The horses here! She says that out loud. She literally like yells that, and she's like speed walking over to the horses still.
I think Adelia tries to keep pace with you. She's not like enthusiastic about this, but if the horses are haunted, she wants to like be there to keep you from dying super fast.
Of course, yeah. I'm walking straight into like a bear trap, but yeah.
Oh, super. Yeah, you guys walk into it. as you kind of... Blair, you're immediately speed walking into the stable. Italia or Lucia, as you walk into the stable following shortly after Blair, you can't help but feel something is watching you. You don't know what it is, but you do know something is watching you. As you look around and you enter the stable, and it's not like the stables you've seen before. There is very modern memorabilia here. There is a whole ass, like, I'm assuming Blair's American, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a whole ass fucking American flag hung up on the top. There's like, shoe horses here and there, or shoe horses, God, horseshoes here and there. You do see like some posters and whatnot, some tapestries that are very clearly not of an isekai fantasy time, and you see that there are those horses that were called in now in their stables. There's hay that has been placed high up in piles for these horses to reach as they graze and continue to eat and just seem to like mind their own business. Blair, out of curiosity, did you like read any like romance books at all?
I fucked up romance novels, dog.
What was your favorite, if ironically or unironically?
Oh my
Blair?
gosh. Okay. Okay. If I'm gonna pick from an actual legitimate book that I've had to read for book club or some shit, let's go with Belladonna.
Belladonna? Okay. Yeah. You were reading Belladonna, and you see on the bench there is a book of Belladonna.
Can I try and touch it?
Yeah, you can touch it.
I want to try and pick it up.
You pick it up, and there is a bookmark in there of like this scribbled handwriting of you can tell whose handwriting this is, basically. It's very scratchy and hard to read, but it is vaguely familiar to you, at least from what you assume, and you can kind of put two and two together. You gave him this book because you were excited about it, and you read it, and he wanted to read something that you were excited about.
He sort of winces and Art can recognize the handwriting and slowly like closes the book and just kind of brings it up to her forehead to rest on. It's like, what the fuck is happening? And she kind of looks around and is like, is there anyone else here?
You don't see
hello?
anybody. You don't see anybody, but Idalia, as you walk around specifically for you, none of this is familiar to you, obviously, but you can't help but feel... You hear Blair calling out, seeing if there is anybody else besides you two there. And Blair specifically, not Blair, Lucia, for you specifically, you pass by a mirror and you look at it and you see yourself. Not Italia, but Lucia, at least from what you assume. Well, you had the same hairstyle, you have the same skin tone, and you remember the clothes you were wearing for your graduation, but then you can't seem to make out your own features. And Lucia, out of character, do you remember what you look like?
You know, I'm not sure I do.
It
has been a long time.
You feel your face, and your face is still Idalia, but as you look in the mirror, it is blank, and you try to put together your features, and you try to remember what Lucia used to look like, but every time you try to think about what you were last time, the features just don't seem right. And you don't even notice as Blair is calling out for people, and you are trying to focus on your face, and Idalia, from the corner of your eye, you see something staring back at you. You're not sure if it's the show dog, or if it's that dragonborn man, or if it was something else completely, but you do see something. For you, Blair, you don't see anything at all. You do not hear anybody calling back to you. You cannot see it, but you can't help but feel that there has to be somebody here.
I'm still clutching that book, and I would love to pass by that mirror at some point to give Blair a mental breakdown. But I am still kind of like looking around to see if like if any like she almost it feels wrong to call out for a name. Like it feels like it's like she's still in that denial of like, am I going crazy? It would be crazy to even think that somebody else that I know could be here, but I desperately want that to happen. And she's like trying to see whoever whistled, if they're still here.
You look around, and as you pass Adalia, you notice that Blair's face is Phoebe's, but it is intact. Blair, when you pass by Phoebe, you don't even, Blair, when you pass by Lucia, you don't even notice, as it just looks like that Adalia has just been staring at her reflection for the past few minutes now. Nothing seems to be different for you. You look around, and you can't help but notice now something has been watching you too. However, you do not think it is the man you were hoping to see. And as you look around, you can tell that whatever is watching you is not going to come out. However, you do see on the ground just one more rose spring out of the ground.
I like squint. Do I see this person at this point?
You don't see anybody.
I don't see shit. I'm having a mental breakdown.
You're having a mental breakdown?
I don't even notice that there's a monster like around, or like whoever else is in the woods, like a weird forest creature. I'm still looking for who I think might still be here, desperately hoping that I can talk to somebody from my previous life, but I'm assuming that like there's nothing I can do as I'm like gorilla gripping the book in my hand.
Yeah, I know, super. Yeah, you were super trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. Sadly, there is nothing there, and you are just left kind of just waiting, not seeing anything.
Can I at least like go see Marble?
You can see Marble, yeah.
I want to go say hi to Marble.
You want to see hi to Marble? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You see hi to Marble. The horse seems very standoffish. However, at the same time, you think and you go, yeah, Marble was always standoffish.
Yeah, Marble, you're just the same as I remember.
You're literally just a girl, Marble.
I like try and like talk to the horse. It's like, hey, I know I look a little different, but I hope you remember me.
It doesn't seem to react. Lucia, you look over. Blair doesn't seem to be having a good time. You're not having a good time.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm having a great time verbally describing my face and then making what I think that's supposed to look like, and then it's wrong, and there's a guy watching me. Who, by the way, I am going to wave to, because, you know what, fuck you, I see you.
You can't see the guy, but you do feel yourself being watched.
But interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. So Blair, you're like talking to this horse having a mental breakdown, and Italia, you were literally physically trying to remember your traits as you say, I have brown hair. No, it was long brown hair. No, maybe it was short brown hair. Wait, no, I had a round nose. No, maybe it was a straight nose. As you two were just kind of like chanting to another, and like, I don't know who's going to break out of it first, but you two are kind of noticing, man, maybe it's not great for you guys to be here right now.
Whoa, do I feel like I'm starting to be watched, or am I still like spiraling talking to Marble the horse?
I feel like you do know that you both are very aware that you guys are being watched, and you can't help but feel this very heavy feeling in your stomach that you want to stay here, because whatever you're feeling, it's not the fact that you want more of it, but it's clear that this is a part of a puzzle, and you want to stay here, and you want to figure out more, whether it be about yourself or the people that you used to love, and it is very, very tempting to stay.
I think this may not be the wisest decision, but Blair is going to stand, like, she's gonna step away from Mabel or Marble, and like take off her glove, turn on her laptop, and start trying to immediately take record of everything that she's seeing.
Okay, yeah. Did I give you that ability?
I thought that I would just be typing up a doc.
Oh,
like, on
you
my
can type a
on my
doc.
laptop.
Yeah, super. I thought you were like recording, and I don't know if I gave you that.
I don't think you. No, you never did. But wow, that would be kind of convenient right now.
Yeah, super.
Like, I guess you would just be trying to take note of, like, okay, I recognize this and this. If she, like, which she could try and test out to see if the camera works.
Yeah. But you both are not making moves to leave just yet, I'm assuming then.
No, I am not.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if my camera works.
Your camera doesn't work. Lucia, how are you feeling? Are you like, I want to keep staying here and figure out what my face looks like? Or are you feeling like I should get out?
At some point, she's going to get frustrated because you know what? There's an easy solution to this I don't know what my face looks like problem. It doesn't matter. I'm dead. No face.
No face.
Sure.
You know what? I think she's been saying everything else out loud. She says that part out loud too.
Blair stops what she's doing and looks at Adalia. Is like, I'm so. What do you mean it doesn't matter?
What do you mean? What do I mean? Whatever I looked like before, it doesn't matter.
She like blinks and looks around and gestures at where they're standing. It's like, well, it seems like obviously it matters if stuff like this from our previous lives is showing up. Have you not had this happen?
No, not really. I had a weird memory thing happen in here before, but I think those weren't my memories.
Right. It's just, you don't think about your past, like, anything that you've done, and, like, it's hard to, everything that we are was our lives before. We wouldn't be here if we hadn't lived a previous life.
I mean, I remember it. I know what happened before, but I can't say I think about it that much. I'm here now.
Was your life bad? Was there something wrong with your previous life?
No, it was fine. I was comfortable. I did everything I wanted to do there, so I guess there just isn't much more to think about.
Not much to think about. It's everything. It's everything. Don't you want to try and fix things or go home to see your family and your loved ones?
Well, what's there to fix?
Blair immediately starts like to hyperventilate at that.
I'm so sorry, Blair.
No, it's okay. She's just like, I don't get it. There's so much wrong here. The forest is trying to kill people. We can't get out of this school. It sounds like we're trapped in a nightmare.
Okay. Yeah, no, all of that we can try to fix. I don't know how we're gonna fix the forest, but I do think maybe we keep an eye on that.
Don't you think this is somehow connected? Like we're meant to do something here?
I think that the forest does this to anyone who steps in.
No. Like I'm not. No, the forest is not getting to me. It's not like it's. I just miss everything. I hate being this way. I don't want to be Phoebe. It's terrifying that I feel like I'm the only person that feels that way. Nightmare blunt experience, literally.
Look, clearly your previous life was important and you still had stuff you wanted to do. There's nothing wrong with feeling that way.
She kind of like grips her head as like, yeah, um, yeah, you're right. She kind of like looks down at the book that like she's holding in her hands. There was a lot that I regret. I just can't take that back, but it feels like I can't make those amendments now because now I have to be somebody else. I can't cope. We're launched into being completely different people. There's no way that I could try and be the person that I want to be, or try and find solace in anything, because everything that I've ever known or cherished is not here anymore. But you're okay. Okay. She just sort of like calms down for a second, takes a breath. It's like, this is not good. We should go.
Yeah. I could probably stay a while, but if this is causing some problems for us, we should go.
We can.
Plus, that guy hasn't shown up, so I guess he didn't really want a visit anyways.
There was nobody who showed up. I thought. And she
I
kind of
mean,
looks around.
there's someone here, but they aren't coming out.
Can she like see anyone on the edge of the forest or the edge of like the field?
No. Mm-mm.
Okay. Look, I'm sorry for freaking out on you. I honestly thought that I was going to see Eugene. Like, it sounds so stupid. It's not even gonna happen, but
It's probably who. Can I ask who Eugene is?
she kind of like creases her face together. It's like, one of the regrets that I wish that I could have fixed in my previous life. Somebody that I didn't. I should have been more. I should have just treated him better, and I recognize now that I missed an opportunity that I wasted. And she like looks down at the book with all of like the notes that he very meticulously and considerately put together just to like be a part of something that she enjoyed. And it's like I I should have been more attentive towards how he felt about me, and now there's no way of me ever acknowledging that, or like being like, you know what, I might like you too, instead of being so scared. Whatever. I just, there's nothing that I can do about it now. You're right. It feels weird. It's like somehow meaningful to see this now, like as though maybe it's not all for naught. There is meaning behind this, but I hate the fact that it's probably just a trick to get us to for the forest to do whatever it wants to us. And I don't want to be like Maddock. I don't.
Well, let's leave then. Let's just get out of here. I don't know if it's a trick. I don't know if the forest itself has any intentions or if it just kind of throws memories at people who come here,
Yeah.
but I think we
Yeah,
should leave.
you're right. She's still gonna try and take the book with her.
You try, but the moment you all kind of step out of the forest, you feel your arms feel lighter as there is no book that you are holding anymore.
Did I say that as they're leaving the forest, Blair was reading over and skimming the pages that she could? And was there any particular message that she like the final words that she read before it disappears?
Not that I'm aware of currently, sadly.
Like no annotations from Eugene being like, "Hey, girly pop, smiles."
You know what? Sure, yeah, he has some stuff. I don't know anything about Belladonna specifically, but there would be like a weird, I don't know, like a weird spicy scene that happens in Underland, and it's like, is this what she likes?
Oh, that's so fucked up. I would like to think that there were some cute messages, like maybe I'll try this on her, or like, ooh, like.
I don't know what happens in Belladonna, so I can't say for
It's
sure.
a period, like it's a period fantasy romance, like historical fantasy romance. But like I just meant like maybe he annotated like off topic about like maybe leaving like kind of a note for Blair or like something like that.
Yeah. Sure, he did do that. I can't think of anything on the side, but they're just little cute little messages here and there. Mostly like some for himself, some for like I'll ask her about this later, etc., etc.
The longer that she's like kind of reading this, it's becoming more solidified in her brain that like no, this wasn't a memory. Like, and it's too accurate to be fabricated. Like this, there has to be meaning to this. There has to be something. And before she could even spiral about it again, the book's gone.
Yeah. And next thing you know, your hands are just out and they are empty and you have nothing in them.
I look over to Adalia and I'm like, I think I need some space.
Well, you can have all the space you need. I have illusions for my third class.
Right.
Actually, you guys, as you end up, weirdly enough, as you guys come out of the forest, you see people actually leaving for their dorms. And you look up, it's a lot later than you expected than it was at 2
fuck
o'clock.
me, I missed my class.
Fuck!
Darian, real quick question for you, buddy. So the animal pack magic test is happening this afternoon. Did you plan to go for it?
Yeah, because we have to for detention, and even though I stand by the fact I should not have gotten detention for being set on fire.
Oh, whatever. It is tomato, honestly.
The one person who never managed to learn any pact magic, should be there.
Yeah. So you were at the animal pack magic and they're still getting ready. And Aster's there. She seems very busy. She seems like very, very busy. A little stressed. And you guys wait like 5, 10, 15 minutes and she looks at you and goes, "Where are your other two friends? Your roommates?"
I saw them at the infirmary earlier, and then
Could you find them? We're about to start soon.
I can try.
Yeah, please do, because if they don't, like, obviously you'll be counted as present, but if they don't make it here on time, they're going to be considered absent, and the staff, the teachers are going to know, and they're going to fail them for helping me.
Okay. Here, let me go check our dorm, and then I'll come back and touch base with you.
Yeah, please do. So Darian, you leave and you're about to like go into the dormitory when you see these two exhausted motherfuckers come out of the fucking forest.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
Can I say, like, at this point, my eyes are low-key bloodshot as I'm trying to hold back tears?
Yeah, oh, super.
I think
Adalia does not have a face. She hasn't had one for like the last hour and a half.
Oh no!
Darian, like, he does his best to kind of like stomp over to you guys, but it's obvious he's still exhausted. He wasn't having a good day. This is like he's not in good shape. Usually the Fey genes have like helped keep him looking fairly presentable, despite like the embarrassment of clown outfit and everything. He just looks a bit like a wreck today. As he comes up to you two. Where have you been?
We were only like in the woods for like 30 minutes. We were in the woods.
Why?
I had to visit someone.
already. You couldn't even wait 24 hours.
I didn't think it was going to last this long. I normally do this at night for this reason.
Oh my god. Well, congratulations. If you aren't over by the library soon, you are going to fail detention. Somehow you can fail detention here. We need to get to the animal pact magic exam.
Look, I can't. Right. Okay, we're gonna go. And like as she just sort of like starts power walking, and but dog, she's like barely holding it together.
I
You,
Hey Darian, I'm gonna need a second.
yeah, I was about to say your face is
I don't know what to put there.
a little bit absent. I don't just make something up.
You, Idalia, you feel your pen kind of fidget in your pocket.
Oh. Alright, I'll do a little bit of writing. What do you think, Pen?
You take out your pen and your sketchbook, and you see the various pictures of Idalia's face that the previous Idalia has drawn over and over again, and has flipped through them, basically telling you, like, copy one of these.
Alright, you know what? Yeah, I'll just go back to what I was doing before. Idalia's face go on my face.
Would probably
We're good now.
blend in best. Here, let's just get this done with, and then you guys can go back to the dorm.
Alright. Hey, I was looking forward to this. I was having a good time with Pact Magic, so I'd hate to miss.
It's magic. I haven't managed anything pleasant with it so far. But it's the credit we need, I guess, to get us out of the hole.
I mean, good luck teaching Pact Magic, I guess.
I'm going to be honest, I don't know why I'm supposed to be there. I haven't been asked to do anything other than find you two.
Detention.
I think that was my job.
Okay, well, do you want to bring me back over there, and then you can say you did it?
As long as I make it back over there and both of you get there.
Alright, you know what? I'll walk with you.
Maddox doesn't remember Martha.
Yeah, Diana doesn't remember. No, she remembers Annette. She doesn't know what happened.
He just doesn't remember her at all, and neither does Kane. Kane was there, and he doesn't remember either. He remembers
Who's
things.
Kane?
Oh, I met him at the ball. He taught me how to dance, and he's a medical student here.
Huh. It's weird that we haven't run into him before.
It is.
With
It's very
the amount of times
weird.
we've been at the nurse's office.
I asked him about it, and he said he was out on a stroll. I don't know what that means. I think he's being serious. I think he just walked into the woods, stayed there for weeks, and then wandered back out.
What a weirdo.
What weird? He's very strange. He's kind of mean. But he's got something about him.
That's like 90% of the people here. They're just kind of strange. They're kind of mean.
Yeah, but he's easier on the eyes.
Oh? Are we getting interested in someone, Cam?
We should go back to the we should go to the Animal Pact Magic exam is a mandatory exam for we should go.
It's optional. It's an optional credit.
Not for us, it isn't.
No, we do have to be there.
Alright, so all three of you going?
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. All three of you, still looking absolutely as miserable as possible, are dragged to the field where you see various number of students that agreed to take the animal pack magic test. You see Aster, who you see, like, you didn't really notice this before, Darian, but you notice it now. There are several cages of pigeons that she has. A little odd, and she seems kind of exhausted. She doesn't seem to be looking at these pigeons with any sort of care, as she sees you and goes, "Oh, thank God, we're about to start, so that means you're not late. Come on, come on, come on."
See, all accounted for, all here. We're good.
No, that is perfect. That's just what I need. That way I can let the teachers know that you are here and you're accounted for, and that means you fulfilled your job, sort of. Well, you obviously you still have to do the test with us, but, like, you know, for the most part you managed. And she seems genuinely relieved. And that being said, you guys begin to start doing your animal pact magic test. However, I'm gonna change the music, but it's not gonna be lighthearted. Let's go back to...
It can't ever be lighthearted, can it?
No.
Never with us.
It's that magic school bus meme. Can we have one normal field trip? Never!
At
the
this
Fritz?
fucking
Fuck
school?
you.
No way!
No way!
With the headmaster? No way!
No way! You do see, as Aster begins to help set up everybody, you guys are once again, you guys have the beautiful Cuddles, the small jumping spider the shape of a cat, or like the size of a cat. You have a small wyvern and a thing that looks like a dog named Buster. And as before, Phoebe, you get the wyvern. Idalia, you get the jumping spider Cuddles. And Darian, you are stuck with the thing that looks like a dog, Buster. Buster's fine. He looks at you. He looks at you with eyes that look like a dog. But regardless, you guys are all kind of given your animals, as other people are also given your they're given their animals. Idalia, you can't help but think and remember that there was once a mastiff there. There's not a mastiff anymore.
Yeah, boy, don't I remember that.
But regardless, as you guys kind of come together, Phoebe, weirdly enough, who do you see but Summer, unblemished, unharmed, untouched, coming towards y'all?
Oh my gosh. Where's the archivist? Help!
What?
Help! Where's the archivist? Help.
He's not here.
Help. I need to go.
You
I
need to go. Too bad. Too bad. He sees you and he lights up as he goes, "Oh, my love, I knew you'd be here. Obviously, I knew you'd be here. You're under detention, but I'm so glad to see you here, darling."
He does not say a word about the fact that I look like I'm crying.
No,
or
he
I just
doesn't.
finished crying. Okay.
He doesn't. No, I think he would acknowledge it. He'd go, "Oh, my dear, what's wrong?"
Just nerves. I'm good. I'm good.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. Well, if you're all right, I tried to look for you earlier. You weren't around.
I had to go and take a trip to the nurse's office.
I see. All right. Well, I tried to look for you just earlier, but I can tell you were preoccupied. You kind of hold your face and coos at you like a little fucking weird ass. As Aster goes, oh, there he is. Summer, Lord Summer, you're fairly late, fashionably late, actually. You were supposed to give the students the example that you promised. And Summer kind of goes, "Oh, of course, I had something I was doing. I'm so sorry, but I can do that now." And he thinks for a moment. He goes, I thought I was working on something with another student, but it seems I can't remember what was going on. So I am going to just show you what I mean. And he flawlessly begins to use his magic, and you can see a bunch of the animals that some students have begin to come up to him like a full fucking Disney princess moment. This motherfucker immediately has all of the animals enamored with him, as they all come up to him, and you can tell that, like, he's using this magic. It's very clear that he is using this magic as he closes his eyes and he moves his hands, and the animals seem to move in tandem. And you've never seen Summer use magic before. He's very talented at it, though. Even though the Animal Pact Magic test is something that seems to be an extra credit course test, this seems to be something he knows a lot about, even though this doesn't seem to be his niche. And Blair, Cam, and Lucia, you guys watch as Summer begins to move these animals in tandem, and because you guys are, like, together, they all surround you, specifically, as Summer kind of gives this display of them showing off, and then, I kid you not, doing a little dance for y'all.
I don't know, Blair kind of actually low-key finds that amusing.
They all have a nice little coordinated dance, and Summer, who seems to have clearly practiced this a lot, kind of moves his hands in tandem, and these animals are so absolutely having a ball as you watch them move with all of this whimsy and joy. This is like, oh, this is what a fucking fantasy magic school should feel like, you know? Not whatever the fuck you guys just had.
Can I say that, like, you know how, like, when you're having a tough time and, like, you can have, like, an ESA, like an emotional support animal?
Yeah.
I think, like, I don't know, this is, like, the equivalent type of moment where she's, like, had a terrible time, but she's, like red bloodshot eyes, looking like she's got hit by a bus, looking at these, like, silly little rabbits, like, hop in a circle while holding hands, and, like, she has to cover up her mouth to cover up her smile. I was like, okay, you know what, I kind of get it.
Come on, how come we can't do any of this?
You could hear, like, magical music seem to play in the background. It's just a jaunty little tune as Summer lets these animals move on their own, and then when the song finishes, he claps his hands and applauds the little animals as they disperse again, and he looks at you specifically, Blair, and he goes, I hope that helped. This was not just something just for you, but also an example of what the Animal Pact magic can clearly do. Asking and suggesting and using magic to communicate with animals is clearly something important, and it has its uses. And he kind of gestures to the animals that are kind of calming down after they had, like, a very fun, cute dance number, and he looks at you and he goes, I hope that made your day at least a little bit.
Weirdly enough, I think it did.
He genuinely beams at that. He's genuinely happy by that. As he goes, well, that's my example. This is what advanced packed animal magic can do, but clearly it also depends on the animals. Some animals are more willing to do it than others, but when you say the right things to the right animals, they're usually willing to communicate. As he seems to, like, take a treat that Aster handed to him and feeds it to one of the animals, and then Aster, like, claps as well and goes, see, that's It can be very fun, very helpful. I myself am able to do that, but not to the extent that Lord Summer can. Honestly, I don't know a lot of people who can use Animal Pact magic that advanced. But, that being said, she gestures to you three. Why don't we start with you? You guys can try your Pact Animal magic. See how that goes.
Blair's face drops.
Yeah, and I need all of you to make an animal handling check, which would be a wisdom. For you specifically, Adalia, I want you to roll with advantage because you've been kind of, like, gung-hoing it.
Level plus wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
15.
boy.
15's pretty good. Oh,
It's a natural one.
that is so funny.
That's so awesome.
That's so in character for you.
It is. I'm happy about that.
Whoo, 25. Woo, nice.
25.
That,
Narrowly missed the 8.
honestly, like, in character, that matches for all of you perfectly. Like, so, Idalia, because you've been, like, you've hung out with Aster a lot while you work, and also because you were very excited to work with the Animal Pact magic, you have practiced this a lot. And while you still struggle with, like, magic as a range, you've managed to actually get this down pretty well. And you and Cuddles, while you can't communicate with the animal, you've been able to kind of give your suggestions and ask politely for Cuddles to do things, and Cuddles has been willing to negotiate and do things, and you managed to be able to, like, make Cuddles do things that you want. You go, oh, Cuddles, can you roll over? And the spider would roll over. Oh, can you hop? Or can you jump? Can you do this, that, or the other? And Cuddles is very, very responsive. You managed to do this very well. Darian, you are stuck with Buster, and while you don't entirely like Buster completely, you are actually able to work with Buster pretty well. You have not trained as much as Adalia has in terms of this Animal Pact magic. However, you kind of took to it fair enough. While you're not exactly, like, great at it, you can still do it. So you ask Buster to roll over. There's a little bit of a lag time, and you can see there's nothing between those wall eyes of him. But those wall eyes of his, but he does in the end manage to roll over. He doesn't do, like, the complicated stuff. You could be like, oh, can you, like, hop or bark or do whatever, and he can't always manage to do that. He might be able to bark, but then he won't hop, or he'll hop but he won't bark. So it's clear he can take very simple commands, but he can't take excessive commands. But you still manage to pass. Phoebe,
Yeah.
you and this wyvern, I kid you not, start throwing hands.
Can I say before she even opens her mouth to give it a command, it bites my face?
Oh, super. Yeah, no, super. Like, it nips at your nose, and, like, it hurts. It hurts. It's not, like, crazy, but, like, it hurts. It's like a cat biting your nose. And you're like, what the fuck? And you start, like, literally beefing it with a small little wyvern. You start beefing it, dog.
I think it'd be like, hey, I'm like we can work something out. I've had a really bad day. Can we like maybe like do a little trick for everyone? And then it's like, it's trying to bite me or
It's
some
super
shit. Where I'm
is.
like, hey, stop! And like as I'm like trying to like avoid it from like biting my ankles or something. Like I start floating with my wings so it doesn't like get me, but I think it can jump up.
It flies. It flies too.
Like whoa.
You guys are watching as Phoebe's flying, and this small little wyvern's chasing after her, trying to nip at her ankles. And like even Summer gets worried as like he takes the wyvern, and it's like nya, still trying to nip at Phoebe as like Summer pulls it back, and Aster also helps. He goes, "Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. He's never been like this before. He's usually really nice and kind and patient. I don't know what happened."
Right. I'm good. I'm sure the little guy just doesn't like me. That's okay.
You look at the wyvern, and if the wyvern could flip you off, you know it would.
I didn't. Come on, man. I didn't do anything.
It does not look happy with you right now. But luckily for most of you, Idalia and Cam, you pass the Animal Pact magic test and are able to get the Animal Pact magic spell as a result. Blair, sadly, you do not. That fucking thing does not like you.
Damn it! That's okay.
Yeah, Summer is very much like trying to help you as Aster kind of puts the wyvern away in its cage. You do see like Summer going, "Oh my goodness, are you all right? It bit your nose, darling."
Is it bleeding? Like, is my face
It's
bleeding
just
right
a
now?
little bit, not like crazy.
Okay. Oh yeah. I'm fine. She doesn't even realize her face is bleeding. Like she like it's so beyond like tired that she's like, yeah, I'm good.
Oh dear. I might have to. Let me take you to the infirmary. And
What?
he's.
Why are we going?
Oh, your face got hurt, darling. And he's like trying to like bring you away, but Aster goes, "Oh, actually, Lord Summer," as she like stops you before like he literally drags you away, as she looks at you and goes, "Actually, now that you've helped finish with mine, there's actually someone else. Now that you finished this task, the teachers and the staff decided they already found another job for the detention students." And Summer seems like very blump about that. As he's like, there's more they have to do, as he's like,
Sorry.
No, go ahead, I'm so sorry.
No, I think Darian is in a similar boat, because, like, they'd already heard it before when dude came to visit earlier, like, oh yeah, I know what your next job is gonna be. This is the first Darian's hearing about it. So Darian's like, there's more of this?
Yes, you actually might need to go to the theater for that one. He's waiting for you, and actually the staff already decided it.
Wait, right now?
Yeah.
What?
I was
Oh my
actually
God.
supposed to send you guys after the test. And, well, you guys still have to, obviously, well, you were supposed to sit in and help the other students take the test. But if you guys are planning to leave so soon, I might as well tell you, he's waiting in the theater.
Can I ask Aster's like, wait, you don't need our help in the library anymore?
Well, you can still help me in the library, but I technically, now that the packed animal test is done, you technically don't need to help me with anything anymore. It's the theater that will need your help now. But I'm open for you to always visit me. I mean, I'm busy right now, but she kind of like gestures to the pigeon cages. The staff is having me do some pest control.
I see that your hands are tied, but I'll be sure to visit.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
worries. It's just...
I'll see you like tomorrow.
Of course, yes. There's... Me and the archivist's office is gonna be full of pigeons. I don't even know what I'm gonna do with all of these. I don't know where they came from, but, you know, it is what it is.
Oh. Yeah. Well,
You
Be
should eat them.
careful.
I could actually feed them to my animals.
Yeah, don't leave all of them into one room. That could be a biohazard. Yeah, make it animal food.
You guys, as you mentioned animal food, a lot of these pigeons actually seem really sad.
Oh!
Listen, you're all very cute, but there's too many of you.
They're really sad.
We literally are at a packed animal test right now,
Yeah.
talking about killing the animals.
Killing the animals. You do see, though, despite everybody forgetting Martha, you can tell these are messenger pigeons because they still have the little carrier attached to their leg, but now that there's no use for them because there's no pigeon person, there's no carrier pigeon person, these are just pests.
Yikes.
I know. I mean, look. Worst case scenario, we keep a few. I could keep a little pet bird.
A pigeon?
Hell yeah,
mean-
a pigeon. They're friendly.
You know, I get it. I can get behind a pigeon.
You guys want to take a fucking pigeon from Master?
I want to take a fucking pigeon.
Actually, yeah. Even though the animals hate me, I would love to have a pigeon. Like, we can have a pigeon pet in the dorm. We'll name her Martha.
Oh my god! I don't know how Darian would react to that.
y'all are discussing this, and Darian is just staring, like, dead-eyed at these pigeons. Just so exhausted.
They look at you, specifically Darian, and they are very, very sad when they look at you.
Yeah, that tends to be, the standard reaction nowadays.
You're in this depresso mode, Darian, and then the other two are like, yeah, we could take a pigeon, fuck yeah.
I feel like this is like the Kuchipachi reveal all over again. I'm having a crisis, and y'all are like in. You know, we could get a little outfit. Oh my god, we could get a hat.
I need it. Blair really needs an ESA in the dorm.
A pigeon from
Yeah.
A pigeon, yeah.
from the Kenku that he killed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, all up to y'all.
I'm not gonna stop
Listen.
Adelia from taking a pigeon.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm taking a fucking pigeon. I am putting
my
it in a little cowboy hat.
Yes,
Oh my
cowboy pigeon.
Darian, you're the tailor. You have to sew a cowboy hat.
I
A tiny one.
okay. Hat making and tailoring are two separate things.
I'm sure they're close
Well-
enough.
We'll ask Solus about who on campus can make a cowboy hat.
Do you think Solus knows what a cowboy hat is?
We'll ask who can make a hat on campus.
Alright, we'll start there.
It's like, is Summer hearing this conversation?
Yeah, he's vibing with it. He doesn't really know why the fuck you guys want to keep a pigeon.
Oh, I just mean about the cowboy part where it's like, huh?
Oh, yeah, he doesn't really fucking know what the fuck you're talking about.
Wow, my poor fiance's gone crazy.
Yeah, I think he's already kind of, like, put two and two together. You've kind of gone crazy, though. You've kind of done
mean, like,
been
Adalia-
crazy.
Adalia backs me up, alright? She knows what a cowboy hat is, alright? It's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but you
and
guys...
I'm not crazy. I'm normal.
Sure, I don't know about that, miss. I don't know what my face looks like. But anyways, that being said, you guys can kind of work out getting a little pet pigeon later on. But for now, are you guys going to go to the theater and figure out what the fuck is going on?
Yes.
Yeah!
Absolutely.
Darian is very used to getting to the theater.
Yeah, you are actually. You know where it is because you've taken your classes there. You go to the theater and you actually see, weirdly enough, a lot of people there. They are setting things up. You can see them talking. You can see them talking about props, about roles, about parts, like not scripts. And you realize, oh, they're putting a play together. And you see a professor there, this little dwarven man who seems very strict. He just not, like, the way he looks, this man is covered in scars, has a thick ass messy beard, seems to have, like, this messy ass hair, seems really gruff, has, like, he's, like, blind in one eye, and then the other eye is a little bit foggy. This man is very battle-ridden, as he just looks at you all and goes, huh? Who are you?
Darian, Samarelli, and we got sent from the Animal Pact Magic.
You're the detention group. Yes, I did ask for you, actually. We need lots of help. Yes. And you see this large man just, like, kind of clap his hands together as he kind of rubs his beard. Yes, you, and he points at all three of you. You exactly are perfect. Where's the little scrawny man? Lazar! As he kind of cries out. And you see a very familiar face, Blair, as you see Lazar, this drow man with very, like, puffy, like, frazzled hair, thick goggles, and very generically, like, looks very skinny despite his darker skin. As he goes up, and he goes, oh, well, if it isn't Lady Phoebe, Lady Starfall, as the Archivist would like me to address you with as much respect as possible. And he bows to you. And then he looks at you, Darian, and looks at you, Adalia, and goes, wait, who are you?
My name is Darian. I'm
Darian?
her roommate.
The roommate? Oh my god, you're the fucking clown kid!
Yeah, I'm the fucking.
Oh my
Mr.
god!
Clown kid to you.
No, this is perfect! He grabs you by the shoulder.
Ugh.
You're perfect.
What?
You're perfect. You! And then he points at you, Adalia. Who are you?
Idalia, who was like visibly walking away to hide from this man.
No, you get back here! He grabs your arm as he's still holding Darian's other arm. Who are you?
Hi, I'm Idalia. I'm the other roommate.
Adalia who?
Valio.
Valio. Oh, you're the one that the twins like. Yes. You're the one that set this man on fire, and he points at you, Darian.
Yes,
Yep.
I am. That is
Yeah.
me. I also set her on fire.
That's perfect. That's exactly what I need.
No, that's not what we need.
This is perfect. Perfect. And then you see the dwarven man go, "Aight, Lizard, you're not setting anybody on the fire this play." And he goes, "But I wanna."
No, I do not consent to being set on fire for any play.
Fine. We can work with this. It's fine. You three, as he gestures to you three, will be perfect for the play.
What?
I'm going to need you to be more specific. What are we doing exactly? We're not. We're like helping with props. Is that it?
Yeah, I want to be backstage, tech theater.
Well, partially. However, as he looks at all three of you, we actually have a few actors that are missing from our play, and we need a few, well, replacements. Until we can find those missing actors, or they end up dead, and in which case you will be the name actors for our little play here.
Okay, you answered my question.
Yes.
We're understudies.
Yeah,
We get
pretty
to-
much.
We actually get to have parts?
Yes, of course. You each will have a part.
What?
Darian, like, whips around to look at you guys. And Cam has not had a good time ever since coming to this place. Everything has been going downhill for Cam. But right now, even though you guys can't see the eyes behind the mask, you can tell this is the most hopeful and excited you've ever seen Cam.
Oh.
Just
That's
like
awesome.
practically glittering, like, we get to have parts. We get to be part of it.
I like to add in juxtaposition, Blair looks like she's about to throw up.
I can't believe their roles switched.
Idalia is just staring into the beyond in front of her 2,000-yard stare.
Lazar kind of looks at you three and goes, "Yes, so." All right, well, in all honesty, you, and he points at you, Darian, since you're a clown and whatnot, I'm sure you already know about performing and whatnot, yes?
I know performing.
Really? Oh, that's perfect. And he gestures to you, Phoebe, Lady Phoebe, and then he bows. You, the perfect heroine you are, always good at whatever you do, right? Like, you'll be fine. You can play a leading lady or whatever the fuck we have. We'll figure it out.
I would like ensemble. I would like ensemble.
No,
Yeah.
no need to be humble.
What? No. I mean, like, I would love for somebody else
As
to have.
for you, and he's like talking over you, like he's already made up his mind for you, Phoebe. He gestures to you, Adalia. Honestly, I don't know if you have any acting experience. What do you got? What do you got?
I'm not an actor.
You're not an actor?
I don't. No, I don't have any.
Well, we're
acting
missing a few
experience.
parts. We actually do. Do you think you could like do some improv or something? Like maybe like.
I guess.
I mean, like, in all honesty, we could probably find something else for you to do. No. Well, you know what? We'll put a pin in it because, well, he kind of looks at his professor, and the dwarven professor, still kind of fiddling with his beard, goes, we might want to go inside for this, as he kind of gestures you all to a small little corner office of the theater, and you all kind of come in, and Lazar closes the door behind the three of you as he looks at you all and goes, well, since most of you, and he looks at you, Adalia, most of you seem to understand theater and whatnot and appreciate a good show, and he gestures to you, Darian, specifically. We are needing a few people to cover the parts because a few of our actors have been missing. The flakes they are. And as Lazar says, the flakes they are, the dwarven professor goes, they're missing. They might be dead.
Who are your actors?
Well, they're missing now. We had, what was her name? We had Ella. We had, Gromka. And we had, what was her other name? And, like, he gestures to Lazar, and Lazar thinks, well, we had Ella, we had Gromga, and we had, what was the other one? Her name was it Scylla? No. Oh, it was Flora. It was Ella, Flora, and Gromga. Oh my goodness. And he's like, he seems very, like, everywhere. But regardless, they went missing. They might be dead. And we need you to take these parts. However, no one wants to take them.
Why?
Well, and he looks at Gromga. Or not Gromga, sorry. He looks at the dwarf. Well, Ella, Stella, and Gromga were not our first replacement actors. And the dwarf kind of nods as he goes, ever since we started this play, we've went through 4 different actors for each one of these roles, so 12 actors in general. Each one of them have gone missing. Now, people are calling this the cursed roles, and we need someone to play the parts.
I slowly turn my head to Darian, and I'm like, oh my god, it's Macbeth.
I was
Out
about
loud.
to ask.
Or do you say that out loud, or are you just
Yes!
giving me... Shh, don't say that.
What?
Don't-
Pardon?
Don't say the M word.
Sorry. What play is this?
Well, it's complicated. As he looks at Lazar, Lazar kind of smiles and beams. Well, that depends. Are you interested in the roles?
I don't think we have a choice.
I'm
You don't.
interested-
Yeah, you already called us here.
That's true.
I'm very interested.
Well, if you're willing to risk going missing, then we can definitely work with that.
Darian kind of like turns to the other two. Is like, it's not like it's worse than before.
No, it's not.
It can't be worse than before. So like we might as well have fun. We could do a play.
Yay, we have actors, we can do a play! And then, like, Lazar is, like, throwing his hands up in the air, and then you hear the dwarf goes, you're loud, goodness!
What play is it?
Well, Lazar's just kind of snickering. Well, let's just say it's a little bit of a romance, a tragedy, a comedy, something everything and all between. I will come up to you all and I'll hand you a script for it later. Right now, we can't be talking about too much, but as long as we know that you're taking the roles, we can definitely start with that.
Who are the characters?
Lazar just smiles and like goes, "You'll figure that out soon enough."
That's not an answer.
What? This is our job. Why are you being so... I can't do tech. I can't do backstage.
Yeah, and we're not going to suddenly run if you give us the role. We've already agreed.
I'll be fine. Here's what I'll do. We are currently really busy setting up with everything else right now. How about this? When... let's see. It should be the weekend coming up in a few days. Wait, is this fucking play about us? Anyways, there will be a little bit of, during the weekend, the theater will be empty. So, if you all are willing, meet me here Saturday morning, and then we'll discuss the roles, what play it is, and your parts. And of course, I will have to prejudge your acting abilities. And if that is the case, then we can work with that.
Okay.
So an audition.
It's an audition, but you already have the role.
It sounds perfect.
Perfect! He just hears Darian say yes, and he immediately assumes all of you saying yes. And he grabs each one of your shoulders, shakes you a little bit, goes to the other, shakes you a little bit, goes to the other, shakes you a little bit, and goes, I am excited for this play. Despite everything, I just know you three are the perfect ones for this role. And then you hear the dwarf goes, mostly because you're alive. Mostly because you're alive.
Okay.
We're live.
For now.
Again, it can't be much worse than before.
As
No.
you all kind of figure out, oh dear, you guys are gonna have to do a play, aren't you? Is there anything you guys would like to do before I call it a night?
With this scene specifically, nah.
Blair's fucked up. I don't think there's anything else she could do.
That's even better. Veggie, you got anything else?
I don't think there's anything I need to do. I think I'm just studying this guy, this fucking
Yeah, Lazar.
weirdo Lazar.
Yep, that's it. But yeah, that being said, we'll stop our session here as you guys have taken on a new job. The school continues again, and this time, now you guys will be acting. You guys
Could
will...
not imagine that.
You guys will be in a school play, and we are going to start our little theater arc next.
I'm so excited.
I'm above game super excited.
Yeah, yesterday, I was talking yeah, I'm really excited for this next session because you guys are gonna start this new arc, and I'm very excited. And then Maddie was making jokes of oh yeah, I can't wait for I would love for us to someday have a joke session where we all are stuck doing a play together, and I'm like, you wanna guess what I'm doing next?
Joke session, you say?
It's so funny because again, I've had this plan ever since I introduced Lazar, so it's so funny that you guys are talking about yeah, actually, Cam was a theater kid, Blair was a theater kid but did tech, and you guys are doing your hype ups before the forest last session, and I'm just rubbing my grubby little hands together.
Yes.
God.
So, yeah. So we won't have session this week or we're not going to have session next week or the week after, because Maddie, you'll be out next week, and then I'll be out the week after. So that way I have some time to kind of work on some stuff. I can't confirm that we'll do D&D the next week after, just because I'm gonna have to see where my plans are, especially for a whole play. So I'm gonna start planning for that. But overall, yay, you guys finished the Cinderella arc! Yippee!
We did it!
Yeah, my brother hates me! Yeah!
Yay! Your brother hates you and doesn't know why.
Doesn't even know why.
Which is
Man,
even
siblings,
worse.
am I right?
Siblings.
Aw, dang it.
Aw,
dang it.
Aw,
Aw,
dang
dang
it. You just keep losing. It's okay.
God.
Right now you're going to become a theater kid and you don't have to think about your brother for a while. Ain't that fun?
Honestly, this is the best possible option for Cam.
Truly, truly, yeah. So yeah, that's where we're going to end it. As much as I'm we could go for more, I don't have enough plans to really, I won't lie, I can't really tell you what the play is just yet because I don't have enough plans for that. And also it is 10 o'clock here.
That is totally fine.
Yeah, but overall,
Yes, bedtime for you.
overall, I think we still got a good amount done. You guys had your scenes. Oh, also, hold on. I
I
can't.
can't wait to talk to Professor Jingles next time.
Yeah, I forgot Professor Jingles really wanted to talk to you, but I was like seeing our like time and I'm like I have to do the
Yeah.
animal pack magic test and I have to let y'all know about the next coming like session. So I didn't want to like stop it right in the middle.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
Yeah. But
Yeah, I had fun.
yeah. We can still do some of the stuff that I know that like we didn't get everything on y'all's checklist. I know that again like obviously Darian will talk to Professor Jingles. I know there are some people that you both Idalia and Blair wanted to meet or talk to. So if there's any like loose ends, we'll have that. Now that there is currently not a threat of death question mark.
Obviously looming. Again,
yeah.
it can't get much worse. But
Maybe it might get worse. Who knows? But anyways,
it always gets worse.
it could get worse. But anyways, you guys basically will be able to we're gonna have some fun with this theater. It's gonna be really silly goofy.
Yeah.
Let's go. Like I want to see how like crazy I can be with this planning, but if I can make it happen, I'm very excited for what I can possibly do for y'all.
Oh my god.
I'm so excited.
I'm very, very excited. But yeah, overall, I guess we'll be on a break. We probably are not going to pick up until August, more likely than not. So
Then I will be out the second week of August.
yeah. So that's why I'm like, we won't be able to really touch much on August. I don't know how long that will be. Because we all have like kind of plans here and there. But I think that works out because again, that gives me a lot of time to do a lot of planning, especially since this is a new arc.
Yeah.
So yeah. Overall, that's done. We're finished. We're good to go. How are y'all feeling?
God bless.
God bless.
God bless. How are you feeling, Veggie?
I'm having a great time.
Okay.
God bless.
I just want to make sure. But yeah, we should be good to go. When I can or remind me of my next session, whenever our next session is, I do need to give Idalia and Darian the Pact Animal magic test or ability. It's not anything crazy. It's just like, again, like now you can kind of use that once every long rest kind of thing. It's not like amazing, and I'm not saying this is a talk with animals. It's just the fact that you might be able to use this at your disposal. It's not a big thing though.
We're better at it now.
Yeah, sort of, kind of, a little. Yeah, maybe. But overall, yeah. Thumbs up. We got a good amount. Before I end recording, everybody say bye to Tilly and Junkie.
Bye.
Bye, Tilly. Bye, Junkie.